What's up, guys? You're watching Hey Guy with Mike here. We got Hannah and we got Carson. And today we're going to go down to a cemetery by the War Eagle Mill and check out a certain grave. We'll talk about it a little bit when we get down there and kind of walk around the water a little bit. Again, we're doing a vlog. We're trying to dodge the rain. It's supposed to start raining at any moment now, so we're going to try to get as much done as we possibly can. Another rainy day, another rainy weekend here in Northwest Arkansas. So stay tuned, hold on, we'll be right at the location soon. Cruising down the road, it's getting real green around here in Northwest Arkansas. It's looking real pretty. We're heading down towards War Eagle Mill, will be the area we're going to be vlogging today. Alright, we're coming up on War Eagle Mill here, and we'll do a little video of it, but we're not going to do a vlog on the War Eagle Mill just yet. We'll wait for the speed bump there. We'll wait for the COVID-19 virus to go away, because on the third floor up there, there's a Bean Palace restaurant. So when we're gonna do the vlog of War Eagle, we're gonna do a vlog of the whole entire thing. Plus, it doesn't even look like they're even open right now. So we're about to go over the War Eagle Bridge here. And then I'll show you down there. You can see between the slats the mill itself. We got a little bit of waterfall. So over here, you're gonna see a house right there that we're gonna pass by, and that's the old Blackburn house. And the Blackburns is what ties into this story. Of course, you can see it's modern siding on the house. But that's the Blackburn house. We're going to the Blackburn property, which is known as the $2 hole, but we're going to the cemetery. We won't be down there fishing. Usually if you fish, you gotta pay. Over here is where they have the War Eagle Craft Fair, which happens in October. So we're gonna, this field over here is what we'll be talking about once we get to the cemetery. We'll be there in a minute. We're pulling up to the gate of where the cemetery is at, and this is actually private property. And they want you to pay to go in. As you see right there, the river access. But we're going to this cemetery, and I don't believe that they can charge you for the cemetery. So I'm gonna open the gate and head on down there. Alright, as you can see, this road is pretty rough. You look right down there, you can see the water, the river, the War Eagle River. Just right over here is gonna be the cemetery. The Blackburn family established this area, and when I do the War Eagle there's one gate to the War Eagle Cemetery. But yeah, when I do the War Eagle Mill, thank you, Hannah, we'll talk way more about the Blackburn family. But today, we are going to see a grave of one of the Blackburns that comes with a kind of an interesting story and an interesting grave, actually. So we'll kind of check that out, and we'll check out some other graves in the cemetery and see what else we can find in here, and possibly head on down to the river just for a second. Looks like there's quite a few people here, so we'll stop here and we'll enter in the cemetery. And here's the other entrance we'll be going through, the War Eagle Cemetery. Let's head on in and see what we can find. All right. Hannah and I's found this grave before, but we lose it almost every time. It may be right over here. No, that's not that's a Blackburn one, but that's not the one we're looking for. This is the one we're looking for here. Just a quick view of the cemetery. It's an old cemetery here. So this one right here, as you can see right there, it says was murdered. So this guy, this Blackburn, was murdered. And the story of it that I read online was him and his brothers and his father were fighting the Civil War up north, and they got wind that the Union soldiers were going to come over to the homestead, that house where we were earlier, and the War Eagle Mill area. They were going to come and take over the land, and they came back down here to defend their land. He was inside the Blackburn house, and the Union soldiers came in there and shot him and killed him. And the wife was out working on the farm, and she heard some commotion, so she come running in and saw her husband was laying dead on the floor, and she started screaming and crying hysterically. The Union soldiers took off through that field that I was showing you on the way here, and when they got down in the field, they noticed that the wife had stopped crying, and she stopped crying because she realized that he was still alive, so she's trying to tend to his wounds. They come back to find out why she's not crying anymore and see him alive, and then that's when they killed him, made sure he was dead. And that's the story that I got, that I read, and that's why on his headstone it says was murdered. And I can't, let's see if we can make out, it says J.C.S. Blackburn. See, was murdered February 26, 1863. Or 60. I can't make out what that last one says.
To me, it looks like 63, maybe.
I don't know.
We might have to do some research.
Yeah, we may have to do some research, and these headstones are really hard to read.
Yeah, there's a couple that has blank on it because how old it is.
So we're just gonna kind of walk around. Yep. Somebody left the glove there. Funny story, not funny story, but those gloves, if anybody follows Tom Hanks on Instagram, he always posts pictures of random stuff like that, shoes on the road or gloves or just weird stuff. So if he was here, I bet he'd take a picture of it and put it on his Instagram.
Look at this one.
It's just...
Let's see. And I saw one back there, someone is broken.
But yeah, you're gonna find some broken ones and some old ones. The little kids one's always kind of sad. Like this one. This is right down here. This one was aged 2 days. 2 days old. That's always sad to see. Through the tree line and the fence, you can see the water down there. Cemetery is right next to the War Eagle River.
Yep.
Wasn't sure if people still get buried in here, but there's a headstone there for from 2016. So I guess people still do get buried in here. There's another view of the water right there, and there's that first gate that we came to.
There's one that's falling apart. It's just sad.
It's sad. Oh, here's one that has a license plate, amateur radio, Oklahoma. I'll have to look that up, and if that's the handle, his handle on there. Or I guess that would be her handle, maybe? It's a she. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, it says that. Looks like she's from Australia. He's from the United States, and there's a picture of them too. That's kind of cool. We didn't notice that before. I love walking through cemeteries. You just don't know what kind of weird, odd, or cool things you'll discover. If you like the cemetery vlogs, there's a guy called Ready for Fun, RHETTYFUN, and he's based, I believe, out of Oklahoma, and he goes into the Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, does a bunch of cemetery vlogs.
What about this fish?
So there's a Blackburn one right there. I think this whole area is for the Blackburn. And there's another one. Happily married 64 years, this one says. What do you think, Hannah? I mean, some of these don't really have anything
Yeah.
on them. And I just noticed down here, there's actually a fresh grave. Like I said, I didn't know that they were still burying people here, but apparently they are.
This one's grave is right here.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably David there that was just buried. Real fresh.
It's a big grave.
There's more of the view
There's two more back here.
from the cemetery. Then right there, that area is part of the river there. Let's go see what little man's doing over here. See what he found. That was from 2007. It looks like somebody decided to etch. Oh no, that's made in there. Okay, never mind. From a distance, it looked like somebody did that themselves. Just look at that view. See those dark clouds. We're supposed to be getting rain any minute now. Huh. I'm gonna go over here and there's a grave with a bench on it I want to check out. There's the back of the Oriole Cemetery fence.
Yeah, this is a beautiful place to be.
And it's a peaceful cemetery for sure.
Mm-hmm. But it's
Right in the middle of nature.
yeah, but it's just sad. What's happening, people?
Oh, there's another 2017. A little bench over here with it.
Full of flowers.
That must be a Corvette lover on that one.
So,
And this grave means, Joe means, is actually one of the sheriffs of Benton County, Arkansas. I actually worked for the sheriff's office during the time that he died. He wasn't the sheriff at the time that he died, but he was a sheriff. All right, guys. There's the river down there. We're just gonna go kind of drive and check things out.
yeah.
All right. Dead fish down there, carcass. There's the War Eagle River, which is way, way up. It's crazy on we've had a lot of rain, but normally it's a quarter of this width here. All out in this area is usually gravel, kind of like you see over there. But you're usually you're a lot closer to the shoreline over there. And you got some bluff lines over here, but trees down everywhere. There's a bunch of trees down that was over there. It's nice to get out of the house a little bit. It looks like the little island there, and a bunch of branches and debris is kind of backed up on it, but normally that's all completely out of water.
Did you skip a rock?
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to teach them how to skip rocks. You're not doing too swell. Here, Hannah.
What? Here, here's a
Right.
flat rock.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was no good, but so here's a good rock. Few skips. There we go.
How are you doing that?
How am I doing that? All right, guys. I'm gonna jump off this video. I'm gonna teach my kids how to skip rocks.
Oh.
They're practicing skipping their rocks. They've each skipped some.
You still need a little more practice. Practice makes perfect.
There's a little skip.
There's a little.
You gotta throw a little bit harder. Oh, that's a real, let me see that one, Hannah. Look at that one. Yeah, that's a real flat one. Get down low when you do it.
Yes.
Up, she skipped it. Up, Carson skipped it. Good
Baseball
job.
practice.
You guys see the bluff line over there? This spot is really a beautiful spot. That bluff line goes way over here, and of course all the way back over here. It's a lot easier to see when that's not in the way. Still crazy on how much water is here, because it's normally not like this.
Oh, I think I found some fishing line.
All right, guys. We will see you all on the flip side. Just gonna do one more little view. The pasture here.
See if you can do on this.
It's and then you got that tacky cell phone tower. And then right there is where the cemetery was that we were just at. Beautiful area. Okay, count it down.
3, 2, 1. Mine's going farther. He's done. I'm done.
Kind of lost it in the video. That was cool. All right, guys, that's our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just a little vlog on mainly that one grave. I'm kind of looking around, make sure no cars are coming on the bridge here. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment on there. Big shout out to everybody that's been commenting on our stuff. It's been awesome. Appreciate it, and we'll converse back with you guys. Until next then,
Peace
peace out.